Singapore is an extremely small country. You can drive across it in about 1 hour. Now imagine if everyone started buying cars, the roads would become a nightmare. Traffic everywhere, no parking, no space, and the city would feel stuck forever. Singapore leaders understood this long ago, that if they don't control cars, the country will turn into complete traffic chaos. So they made a rule. Cars should not be a normal purchase. Cars should be a luxury decision. And here comes the biggest shock. In Singapore, you don't just buy a car, you buy permission to own a car. That permission is called the COE, which means Certificate of Entitlement. It is basically a government certificate that says you are allowed to own a car. But here's the twist. The COE lasts only 10 years, and after 10 years, you either renew it by paying again, or your car becomes almost useless. Just imagine working hard for years, finally buying your dream car, and then the government tells you, "Congratulations, now pay again if you want to keep it." That is not a normal car system. That is a controlled car economy. And it gets even crazier because COE prices are not fixed. They're sold through bidding like an auction. So if many people want cars, the COE price shoots up like a rocket. Sometimes the COE alone costs $70,000 to $100,000. That means before even buying the car, you already paid the price of a car. Did you know that in Singapore, a normal car can cost more than a luxury house in many countries? Yes, you heard that right. A simple Toyota or Honda in Singapore can cost the same as a beautiful home in Pakistan, India, or even parts of the UK. And the shocking part is, it's not because the car is special, it's because Singapore made it that way. But why would a country make cars so expensive that buying a car feels like buying a life dream? Today, I'll tell you the real reason, and trust me, it will shock you. Imagine walking into a car showroom in Singapore and seeing a normal Honda Civic. You'd think it will cost around $20,000 to $30,000, but then the salesman tells you the price is $120,000, and your heart literally drops. You start thinking, is this car made of gold? Because in most countries, that much money is not a car. That is a house. That is land. That is a life investment. But in Singapore, that is just a normal car. The reason behind this is control. That's why cars in Singapore are not just vehicles, they are status symbols. Singapore also has one of the best public transport systems in the world, with fast MRT trains, clean buses, and perfect routes, so the government pushes people to use public transport by making cars insanely expensive. They want fewer cars, less pollution, less traffic, and a cleaner city. And when you add everything like COE, registration fees, road tax, insurance, and expensive parking, the total cost becomes unbelievable. That's why a normal family in Singapore may live comfortably in a house, but still not own a car, because owning a car is not just expensive, it is financially heavy. It feels like carrying a monthly burden. And emotionally, it hurts, because for many people, a car is freedom. A young man may work hard, save money for years, dream of buying a car to take his parents out, to travel freely, to feel successful, but when he sees the price, he realizes his dream is locked behind money. Not because he is lazy, not because he didn't work hard, but because the system is designed this way. So the truth is, cars in Singapore cost more than houses not because the cars are special, but because Singapore is small and they don't want millions of cars destroying the country. They created a system where owning a car is not normal, it is a privilege. And honestly, it is one of the smartest but also one of the harshest systems in the world because it keeps Singapore clean, organized, and traffic-free, but it also makes a simple car feel like a dream that only the rich can afford. So now tell me, if you lived in Singapore, would you buy a car or would you depend on public transport? Comment below because your answer might surprise everyone, and subscribe Singapore Explained for more videos like this.